All right, this is the second video in trying to save this big old bicycle wheel Poulan weed eater. If you recall from the last video, I believe this manifold is broken. There's the screw. I finally was able to get that little screw out. And I went into my supplies of old manifolds, and I think I have found the one that matches it, and I think it's like this. So there's a let me set it right here, because these are not, not all of them match. You've got to find the right one. And this manifold looks like it has that general shape matches that general shape, and I see this little bump right here, and this little bump right here, and then a third bump right there, see? So if I put my screwdriver down here next to this hole and that bump, it'd be this hole, and see, there's the bump right there, covered in dirt. And then there should be a bump then next to the broken off piece, which is right here, matches with that. And so that means there should be a bump right there, and there it is. So I think I've got the right one. Now to install this, I find the easiest way to get it out. You could, in theory, take these two screws out, lift this up and pull the manifold out. But I find it easier to run less risk of getting dirt down on the crankcase if you just remove everything. In other words, I'm going to remove the coil and take off the carburetor. So when I loosen this, it slides out real easily. So let's go about that. So let me set the phone down here, and we're gonna change the manifold in this really old mower. And by the way, this is the let me find the original rewinder. This is the rewinder that came off this machine, and it's got this weird little plastic thing here that sort of acts as a support for the dipstick tube. And the date on this machine is in the front right there. So this machine is from 1996, and specifically it was made on August 13th, 1996. Okay, so let's see if we can start getting this to where I can get that manifold out, because I don't want a broken manifold on there. It may not be leaking, but I want it to be right. So the first thing I've got to do is I may not take that coil off, but I think I'll take the carburetor off. There's one of those little silver screws out, and then here's another one in the front. This one I'm removing here. Do I even need to do that? Let's see. I may not. Let me put this back. Okay, that's not even holding on. This is the other one that's holding on. So there's one top and this one here. screw. So I got this piece off. Carb looks okay. Well, maybe I can just slip that thing out. Might be hard with that coil on there. I really don't want to get a bunch of dirt in there, so let me all right, I'm going to go ahead and take the carburetor off. 5/16 to get the air box cover off. And it holds, you know, it's on top of the air filter. Let me get that thing out of there. Let's look at the filter. Filter doesn't look too bad, really. Oh, he's got the original Briggs & Stratton foam piece in there. Those aren't always in there, but there it is. Let me set that aside. And now I've got my, 1, 2, 3, 5/16 screws that's going to come off. One right there. There's the third one. So that was the second one. So here's the third one. And I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I'm using this guy. Alright, so there's 3 screws, and let me get my little magnet here. I'll grab these 3 guys. 1, 2, and 3. So this is loose now. I can probably slip it out of the throttle control by doing this, bring it out, up. I hope I'm not bending it too bad. But that should come out of there, but it's not. All right, do I really need to do that? Probably not. So, that's frustrating. All right, so if I get the little L there, and then somebody try to take it off. There we go. I'm seeing a lot of varnish on this carburetor. So it probably should come off anyway. I realize you guys can't see anything, so let me move my camera over here. Thank you for your patience. I get everything arranged. So I've got the little plate off. It's held on by the 3 screws there, and there's the gasket that was on there, and it's in pieces. There's part of the piece there, and then the rest of it's stuck on there, so that'll have to be replaced. But I'm seeing a lot of varnish there, so that means this carburetor's probably dirty and not gonna work. And you can get them so cheap, I'll probably just replace that. So let me Now I'm going to get a 3/8 socket on here to remove this carburetor. There's 2 screws that go into the mounting bracket. Then go into the end, this little bracket that this attaches to. So I'm going to take that one off and that one off. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to get to that manifold and replace it. Use my little speedy drill here. There's 1 and 2. All right, so I got the 2 screws out that hold the carburetor on, and I'm gonna probably replace this carburetor, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take it off, see if any gas comes out of it. It doesn't. Let me set that back here. All right, so now this manifold can be taken out that way, and the little gasket between the carburetor and the manifold's right here. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off now because it'll pop off when I pull the gasket through anyway, but I'm just gonna get it off so it's easier for me to pull through. All right, so set that over there. I don't think I'll use that because I'll be replacing it when I put a new carb on. All right, so I've got that 1 screw in the back on this manifold, little 1/4 inch that holds this plastic piece on. So I'm replacing this. So that's the only one that's holding this whole manifold on. So let's see if we can get that out. Maybe I can use this guy. Let's see. It's kind of at a funny angle. Let's see if I can get it to do. All right, so that screw I believe is out. It's definitely loose. I gotta get it out of there though. Here's my magnet again. I wish I had my little skinny one, but I don't got this big old thing here. All right, got that out. Okay, so this is all very loose now, but I'm trying not to get a bunch of dirt down in there. It probably would come out easier if I got the coil out, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I need my 1/4 inch. I'll have to re-gap the coil when I put it back on. That's okay, I can easily do that. One, 2. Well, the coil is out. I'm going to put these screws back in here so I don't mix them up with the screws that hold the manifold on. And they do look similar. All right, so now that I've got the coil off, this should slip off. Let me pull that through. Just let that dangle. This should come out pretty easily now, see? Okay, so there it is. And I have not kicked a bunch of dirt down into where the valves are. So let me get my new one. Here's my new one. The little gasket on here is still good. I see it sitting right there. So I'm going to slide this through the hole where it goes into the carburetor, set that down there, and I think that's a real good fit. The screw that came out of there is this big old thing. So let me see if I can begin to put this one screw in here. It's not lining up just yet, but it will be. Let's see if I got it now. Nope. Nope. Is it going in there? No, not yet. Okay, so I'm just gonna lift it up so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, there it is. There's the hole. And now I think it's going in there. Now, I'm not going to snug this up because I want to get the other one started. Let's see if I've got, see that's a shorter one there. Let me see if I've got a long one. Like this manifold here, I saved the screws on, so let me see what they look like. Yeah, see it's longer. It's longer than the one that was in there. Let me see if I can get this one started now. I had a feeling this one would be tougher. Let's see where the hole is. Here's my little flashlight. I wonder if that screw is sheared off in there. That might be why it was like that. Well, it's definitely not going in. Let me take this one out. I think that screw is sheared off in there. And that may be why. Yep. So the screw on the low side is sheared off. So whatever seal I'm gonna get is gonna have to be from this one screw. But at least this piece is not broken off on this, so it should seal a little better than what was on there. What a shame that I can't get that in there, and I'm not going to try to do it any other way. Is that going in? I think it is. Okay, I think it's going in. So I can put this one back with the original manifold that it was with. Okay, so now let's see if I can get this snugged up. Okay, so that's on there pretty tight. Let me go to another little turn because this thing is, I got one screw doing the job of two. At least it's on there and it feels firm. Okay, so now I can put when I put the carburetor on here, I'll have a new gasket on that side. When you come back, I will have put a new carburetor on this mower, and I will have reinstalled the coil, and we'll go from there. So thanks for tuning in.